class, and welcome to lesson 6.5 on properties. So what we're talking about with properties is the way that we're able to use math, the way that we're able to make things legal. Remember how I told you math is always fair? Your parents might not be, but math is always fair. These are the rules as to why. Here are three important properties. Here are three important properties. There's the communicative property. The order in which two numbers are added or multiplied does not change the sum or their product. So as we know, 7 plus 9 is the same as 9 plus 7. 4 times 6 is the same as 6 times 4. And the book does what I love, which is uses variables to describe it. This always works, but only with addition and multiplication, not with subtraction or division. Then we have the associative property, the way in which three numbers are grouped when again they are added or multiplied does not change their sum or product. So again, all they did right here was put them in different parentheses. So here in this first parenthesis I have 8, and then inside I have 5 and 7. Here I have 8 and 5, and on the outside 7. I'm going to get the exact same answer no matter how I group them. 3 plus 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. Plus 3 gives me 16. On the other side, 3 plus 9 is 12. Plus 4 gives me 16. So I get the same thing no matter what. Again, only add and multiply. Last one is super easy. The sum of a number and 0 is the number. The product of a number and 1 is the number. So that's the only rules. These are the first three properties that we're going to learn, and we're going to be learning one new property tomorrow. But these are the first ones we're going to learn. So while the commutative and the associative properties only work with addition, multiplication, the identity property technically works with all of them in the sense that 13 minus 0 is still 13, and that 13 divided by 1 is still 13. But the other ones only work with multiplication and addition. So let's look at this next slide, and I want you to tell me if they're equal. So is 15 plus, and then in parentheses 5 plus 8, the same as in parentheses 15 plus 5 plus 8? So type in the chat yes or no. Are these equal? And then what property makes them equal if they are? The majority of us got it. They are the same. They are the same no matter what. Because here, 5 plus 8 gives me 13. Plus 15 is 28. 15 plus 5 is 20. Plus 8 is 28. They're the same. And then also, all I did was regroup them. So it is the associative property. I like to think of this. If you're associating with people, you have different groups of people that you associate with. But you still associate typically, with the same people over time. It's the same people, even though you might associate with them in different groups. What about these ones? Are these ones equal? Remember with PEMDAS. And if they are, what property? Let's see. We do PEMDAS. So 20 minus 12 is 8. 8 minus 3 gives me 5. On this other side, 12 minus 3 is 9. 20 minus 9 gives me 11. Oh, 5 and 11 are not the same thing because we use PEMDAS, and so we have to do what's in the parentheses first. So because of that, they don't have a property. They do not work. What about these ones? 34 plus 0 equals 34. Thumbs up or thumbs down if that works. Thumbs up or thumbs down. That works. Who'd like to raise their hand and tell me what property that is and why it works? Who would like to tell me which one that is? Amelia.
It is the identify property.
Perfect, the identity property. It's because 34 doesn't change, it maintains its identity. It doesn't change its identity, it maintains it. What about this one? Are these ones the same? Yes or no? So thumbs up, thumbs down. Are these ones the same? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yeah, thumbs down. This is not the same. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 5 divided by 20, if we did this the whole thing, we would get 25 hundredths. Those are not the same thing. What about this one? Are these ones the same? Perfect. A lot of people wrote. Let's do PEMDAS. 6 times 3, that's 18. 18 times 5, because I don't want to waste our time. 18 times 5 gives me 90. Here, 5 times 6 is 30. Times 3 is also 90. Yes, they are the same. It is the associative property. It is the associative because I just regrouped it. What about these ones? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Are these ones the same? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down. They are not the same. This one is 9, and 3 divided by 27 is going to give me forever. They are not the same. Remember, multiplication addition. So I want you to go to guided practice, page 476. So page 476. So Camilla, you've got your hand up. How could I write 2 equivalent expressions for this? At a gymnastics meet, a gymnast scored 8 and 95 hundredths on the vault and 9 and 2/10 on the uneven bars. Write 2 equivalent expressions that could be used to find her total score. What are your expressions that you made?
So the expressions that I made were 8.95 plus 9.2 and 9.2 plus 8.95.
Excellent. Perfect. Those are the exact same thing. What property was that? Do you remember?
I think it's commutative property.
Perfect. Commutative property. It doesn't matter who communicates first. They both are still communicating. Excellent. Abner, 51 times 1 and 59. Are those the same thing? 59 times 1 and 59?
Yes.
Yes, they are. And what property is it? So it kept its same identity property. Let me see. I'm going to walk through this. Dolan. 35 plus 17 plus 43 and 35 plus 17 plus 43. Are those two the same?
Yes.
Yes. And how do you know?
Because it's the exact same numbers, and whenever you're adding something, and you switch up the numbers, it's always going to be the same.
Perfect, because we're adding them. We're adding the exact same numbers, even though we're just regrouping them in different associative properties. It's still the exact same. Perfect, Dolan. Michaela, what about yours? Is this the same or no?
They're not the same.
Yeah, they are not the same. Why are they not the same?
Well, because, first, the first one, like 25 and 9 are in parentheses, and then the second one, 9 and 5 are in parentheses. So you would do 25 minus 9 first, then you would do 9 minus 5 minus 25.
Yeah, so one of them we would get 11, and the other one we would get 21. So the reason is, it's subtraction. It's not addition. And then Lucas, what about the last one? How can I rewrite the last one?
12 plus 15 plus 18.
Perfect. And then how else could I regroup it based on that associative property? What could I put in my parentheses now?
Well, I put 45 when I added them all together and got my answer.
Oh, he got his answer already. But if we did the associative property right there, that's how it would look if we did the associative property. Just like the one up at the very top, all we do is regroup. And guess what? Did you get the same answer no matter how we would add it?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And then to mentally find the total of her purchase, I can do that. We find out, as he says, that we get 40, is it 45? Yeah, $45. No matter how we group it, no matter how she spends her money, no matter what order she spends her money, she's still spending the same amount of money, right? If I bought my sunglasses first or my towel first or anything first, it doesn't matter. I'm still spending the same amount of money. Your homework is page 477, numbers 1 through 5.